Are we good? When are we streaming? Oh, we're on? Okay. Welcome to Tiger Arena into a huge 11th district matchup doubleheader between the Hornets of Hancock County and your very own Breckinridge County Fighting Tigers. I'm John Smith, joined alongside my partner Noah Knight, and as we bring you our opener for the night between the Lady Hornets, who are 3-2 on the year, and the Lady Tigers, who come into this game undefeated. A lot of momentum coming to this game tonight. And Noah, what do you expect to see out there?
It's a big night for Tiger Nation. Of course, it's as you mentioned, a district rival. 34-21 all-time record against Hancock County in the Tigers' favor. What would you say would be the keys to victory tonight for the Tigers?
Well, a big thing for the Tigers so far has been the offense this year. 60 points per game so far, leading the region in that statistic. Of course, knocking down 11 threes in that last matchup was the most since most this season for sure. Strong defense is another big characteristic of this team. That 2-2-1 full court press that we saw put on last Tuesday was crunching as we saw guards get frustrated and Breckinridge County get on some fast break opportunities. And of course, a big thing, a 4-0 start, something that has not been seen for a long time for the Tigers, and I think they just need to keep looking to make history in this game. Of course, the Tigers winning now. Of the 34-21 record, the Tigers have won 14 straight against Hancock County, the last loss coming back in 2013. And that is a pretty powerful statistic, Noah. What do you think the odds of that continuing tonight are?
Well, like you mentioned, the offense this year for the Tigers has been some of the best we've ever seen for the program. Last season, the first game, around this time last year, the Tigers won 65-50. Second game at Tiger Arena was a 62-49 win for the Tigers.
Yeah, certainly put up a very solid 2-0 record against Hancock County last year. Hancock County eventually losing to Meade County in the first round of the district tournament and missed out on a regional tournament appearance once again. Have not been there since I believe once again back in 2015, which was also their last winning record, 17-12. They have not had a forgiving run of last couple of seasons. 10-17 back in 2016-17, 10-18 back in 2017-18, and 6-23 last year. But so far, off to a relatively good start. A 3-2 start is their best since they had that winning season back in 2015, and of course they're going to be looking to continue on that as well.
We're going to see two very young rosters here tonight. We mentioned in the last game two seniors for the Tiger, one senior for the Tiger, Natalie Tabor. And Hancock County is especially young, with one of their top players this season being only in the 7th grade.
Yes, of course, that player being Carmen Riley, a 7th grader who scored 19 points in their opening win against the Bears of Butler County. And that is just phenomenal for a 7th grader to be making that kind of an impact. Of course, they do have a couple of older players, 3 upperclassmen in what we expect to be their starting lineup. The most notable being Kiera Duncan, who isn't having the best of starts this season, only about 7.5 points a game, which is, of course, not bad, but 14 points last year and 7 rebounds per game was quite impressive for her in her last turn. Didn't score double digits twice this year, of course, against Cloverport in their last game, and going to be really important that she gets going if the Hornets want to come out with a victory here in this big 11th district game.
We know that the Tigers coming off a big win against North Hardin. Some of the biggest people we've seen from that game, Isabel Grimes and Natalie Tabor. Unfortunately, we've seen another one of our big names, Aaliyah Mucker, get into some foul trouble early on and in the first quarter and sat until the second half. So yeah, hopefully she can get into the swing of things and keep cool. Hopefully we can see a lot more of her tonight.
Aaliyah, not really ever able to get into her groove of the game so far, but up against North Hardin. As for the other big names, though, Isabel Grimes scored 20 points in what didn't seem like a 20-point performance, but the fast break defense getting a lot of layups off of that. Got to the line a few times. Struggled a little bit from the line, but still was able to knock down her chances, and it added up. Natalie Tabor had 12 points in the last one, and we will talk about her a little bit later as our preview player of the game. And she knocked down three three-pointers, which was a team high in our victory over North Hardin earlier in the week.
One thing I will note for the Hancock County, who have started 3-2, 31.4 rebounds per game this season to the Tigers' 23.2.
Yeah, big statistic to keep an eye on there. And before we get underway, we are going to take you to a word from our sponsor, Right Implement.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
we are back right in the middle of quite the performance from the band right now. But we're going to bring you to our preview player of the match, and that is senior Natalie Tabor. She's putting up 11.2 points per game and 2.3 assists as well as 2.2 rebounds and a very solid 41% of the field so far. Of course, as we mentioned earlier, a fantastic game in her last one, and she's showing pretty good signs of leadership so far this season.
Being the solo senior, we know that there is a lot of weight on her shoulders. You gotta feel, because being the solo one who's been here through all 4 seasons, and
actually, yeah, her 5th season.
Mentioned in the interview of the last game with North Hardin that she would like to make the single game 3-point record, of course, and we've seen her nearly catch fire with her shots in the last game as well.
And we know she is also going to be attending Thomas More University in Northern Kentucky to continue her basketball career and over this next couple of years. We now wind down with about 2 minutes to go. And Noah, what do you expect from the Tigers right out of the gate?
Oh, I think they're going to be running really fast, try to get something going early. But I do also expect that full court press that worked oh so well in the last game against North Hardin.
Yeah, we can also note as well Kate Atkins, sophomore guard. She is out once again tonight from a concussion, officially day-to-day, but told it could be up to another week. And she's part of that really young core, especially of that sophomore class this team has.
Coming in now under a minute and a half till tip-off. These girls seem primed and ready to go for this big game tonight.
Certainly, and once again, we expect the same starting 5 from the Lady Tigers. We expect it to be, once again, Natalie Tabor, Isabel Grimes, Sydney Tucker, Cassidy McDaniel, and Aaliyah Mucker. 5 expect out there. Aaliyah, like we mentioned before, not really able to get into that last game as much as she'd like to, but in the end, didn't need her as much as we're probably going to need her tonight. She'll need to be out there to rebound. The Tigers are going to take this one home.
We also seen in the last game, Isabel Grimes took the tip, perhaps trying to get an early play of offense going.
It was very tactical tip-off on the part of the Tigers, forcing the ball into the backcourt of North Hardin. Coming to this one, the coaches, Kevin Husk in his 2nd season, 9-25, in charge of Hancock County. As for the Tigers, it's Chad Morgan in his 4th season, 65-33 in that time frame, and 20 wins in each season, aside from 2017-2018.
We still have plenty of fans pouring in here tonight for both sides, anticipating a great competitive match here tonight.
A huge matchup. The second one for the Tigers in district play, beating Frederick Fraze a couple weeks ago, but we are going to hear the lineups now.
And as you'd mentioned, it will be the same starting 5 we seen in the last game.
As you heard there, the starting 5 for Hancock County: Poole, Riley, Duncan, and Roberts. Roberts and Riley, of course, 2 middle schoolers. course, no surprises for the Lady Tigers out there. And we are just about to get underway. Looks like it's going to be Isabel in the middle once again. And for Hancock County, it's going to be Duncan.
We will see both a 7th and an 8th grader here start for Hancock County, and Isabel Grimes will be taking the tip.
Definitely expect a similar strategy, but who knows? And we do see it, immediately forcing their way into the press. Played over here. It is
Ball with Roberts, and now it's
Riley
Poole.
Poole at the top of the key here. A lot of good movement here so far from Hancock County. And
there's Carmen Riley just off, rebounded by Tabor.
And the senior rebounds the 7th grader's shot. Here's Natalie on the right wing here. She's going to give it off
Tucker
here.
now.
Sydney looking for an option. A lot
Finds
of
Mucker.
A lot of good pressure here so far early from Hancock County.
Back to Grimes up top.
Isabel slows it down, guarded by Poole. Really some aggressive defense from Hancock County. Not giving an inch right now.
Tabor now from the free throw line gets it to go in off the glass. It is 2-0 now for the Tigers.
And the Tigers immediately into the 2-2-1 trap.
Poole to Roberts now, back to Poole.
Sydney on her. This one thrown over to Duncan. Back up to Riley.
And we see Riley again.
This one's gonna find Roberts, make its way back up to Poole. Poole top of the key. Matchup 2-3 zone, it looks like, from the Lady Tigers.
Perhaps trying to get Riley open.
Play here, Duncan for 3, and she's gonna knock it down, the senior from the corner there. And Hancock County here takes an early lead and immediately get into a press themselves.
Grimes just able to keep possession, drives in, and one for Isabel Grimes.
A fantastic finish there early from Isabel, and really hoping she can shake some of those free throw struggles she had early in that last game. That one on Riley, I believe.
And she does get it to fall 5-3 now for the Tigers.
Playing it up the court. Poole's gonna whip this one across here. Played over. And inside Poole with the missed layup. Aaliyah.
Mucker with the rebound on the
rebounder.
fast break. Finds just over Grimes' head.
We saw that a couple times. The Tigers struggled to keep the ball in bounds a few times on a couple of passes. That one a little more difficult, but
Tucker and Grimes lead this full court press here. You got speed and just defensive intensity from Tucker and Grimes.
Maybe a walk there from Duncan, but play on here. Natalie guarding at the bottom here on Poole. Played back up to the top to Riley here. Top of the key, working on Isabel.
Perhaps trying to find Riley down low. No, she does find Riley.
Feed there.
And it will go off the glass.
Duncan with a great feed to Carmen Riley, the 7th grader. She gets her first points on the night. 5-5.
Tabor finds Mucker to Tucker in the corner, and Natalie Tabor for 3, and it's all air there.
Just short, although some late pressure put on that shot, but it does allow the Tigers to get right back into the full court. Duncan here, looking to get the ball up the court. She's going to find Riley, works it in, played over to the Poole here. Riley to Duncan, top of the key, onto the right side. And that's going to be a kicked ball there as Haven Riley tried to throw that one over to the right side. And a solid start here to this game. A lot of pressure, and it's been a lot more intensity, what you'd expect from a big rivalry game like this. This one played over here. Gonna find Roberts He's going to give it up to Riley. Gives it top of the key to Poole on the right side. Gives this one over to Carmen Riley, who finds Roberts. And that was Poole there.
And it is a block from Mucker there.
Sydney comes away with it. Gives it up to Isabel. Top of the key, drives in with her left, goes up, and she'll go back to the line. Isabel so far fouled twice in this game. That one going to be called against Bailey Poole there. Isabel's first is up. And that one's going to go long.
Off the back rim.
And hopefully looking to start a little stronger from the line that she did in the last one, missing her first three from the stripe. Second one is up, and this one is good.
And it is 6-5 Tigers.
This one played in here. Here's Poole.
They find Riley.
Riley up to Duncan. Back over to Poole. Finds Roberts. Back over Riley. And something that I don't think you can overstate, the confidence of having a 7th and 8th grader out there in your starting lineup. That is incredible.
Both coming off fantastic games, though.
Certainly worthy of the spots. And that one's going to be off of Riley there, the 7th grader. And it is going to go to the Lady Tigers, who now get to break the press. Trying to keep it out of Isabel's hands.
Up to Tucker now. I think wanted to find McDaniel across court there, but just didn't have enough space or time to get it to her.
So far, the Lady Tigers not really able to get in transition yet, but what a great find from Natalie to Cassidy, and she gets her first points in the night. And a beautiful feed there from the senior.
Interesting to note, we see Natalie guarding Carmen Riley there, a 7th grader and a senior matchup there.
A big 6-year difference. This one from Duncan all the way over to Riley. She's going to find Haven Riley, and this one's up, and it is good. And a nice bit of work there to break the press from Hancock County. And the Tigers immediately turn things down. And Aaliyah not able to finish there. She gets her own rebound.
Puts it back up, and it's in.
Aaliyah already doing some terrific work on the boards tonight. And here's the forced turnover by Cassidy. Isabel comes away with it,
and it's another foul.
She's going back to the line. This one going to be on Lily Roberts, I imagine. No, this one actually goes up against
Duncan.
Looked like both of them were involved down there. And Isabel going to be shooting her 4th and 5th free throws on the night.
Gets that one to fall, and it will be a sub. Duncan will come off for Kurtzer.
Isabel second. It's going to just go long, and Isabel 3 for 5 on the night from beyond the line. And once again, Hancock County looking to break the press. Going to make its way to Riley. Working on the left side towards the middle. Plays it back out to Haven Riley. Makes its way over to the now subbed in Alex Kratzer. This one for 3. And it's going to come away short, but here is Natalie to take it up the court. No pressure put on in the Breckinridge County half of the court as Natalie's able to get it up. Here's Cassidy on the left side. Out to Isabel. And she sets things up. 7-11 lead so far for Lady Tigers. Aaliyah looking for the back cut there. Makes its way to Natalie. Thinks about it. Gonna take it right anyways.
Finds Grimes for 3, and it is long there.
And the foul going against Aaliyah there. And I believe that one actually going against Sydney. Yes, actually against Sydney. Neither of them you can get in foul trouble. Or for the Tigers, it could be problematic. Of course, the 2 big rebounders for the team this year.
And as I mentioned, the defensive intensity of Sydney Tucker is so big for the Lady Tigers.
This one to Roberts here. And
And
she's
it
going
is
to turn it
stolen
over.
by Grimes on the fast break and
Isabel fouled once
fouled by
again.
Carmen Riley.
Already been to the line 5 times tonight, but she's about to go for the 6th and 7th time, and we're not even out of this first quarter yet. Isabel, a 63% shooter on the year so far. Her first is on the way, and
Up
she
and
knocks
good.
it down.
McDaniel will take a seat. Skylar Tucker will check in.
And timeout going to be called here by Hancock County. Noah, what are your impressions early on in this game?
At first, it was a very back-and-forth competition, but we've seen the Lady Tigers string together some good possessions of offense now, forcing turnovers, just showing what that full-court press can do.
Yeah, certainly Isabel coming away with a couple of steals there not too terribly long ago. I think Natalie and Cassidy still not really able to find their shots yet, but of course that's going to come more and more as fatigue comes into the game later on in the game. And yeah, so far Isabel putting up some good numbers, getting to the line. Pretty much what you'd expect from her so far. Definitely need to keep Aaliyah and Sydney out of foul trouble though. That is a big key for winning this game.
Aaliyah, so big for the Lady Tigers when it comes to rebounds.
6.5 on the year. Number definitely would have been higher had she not gotten into foul trouble early in that North Howard game. Isabel's first is up, and that one's going to go long as she misses free throw number 2. That is her third missed free throw.
There's a second take on at the line there.
Here's Riley. Makes its way back up.
Now under a minute left in this first quarter.
Haven Riley to Carmen Riley. Here's Poole. Riley.
Riley finds Riley. And Grimes
And
yet
here's
again
Isabel.
with the steal.
And she finishes
This one
there.
is up and in. 7-point lead for the Lady Tigers.
And a fantastic way to end this quarter so far, the Lady Tigers. And a walk there called on Ella House for Hancock County, who is, interestingly, another middle schooler, an 8th grader. And she had 3 points against...
Already see McDaniel check back in for Skylar Tucker here.
And Isabel going to hold for the last shot here, I imagine. 15 seconds to go with the Lady Tigers potentially having the chance to take a 10-point lead, although I'm sure going to be looking inside. Isabel working.
Finds McDaniel in the corner, and it's
going to roll out. Rebounded
Mucker
by
puts
Aaliyah,
it back up.
and it's not
just
good.
Can't get it to go. It is a 7-point lead for the Lady Tigers after 1 quarter of play now.
And the Lady Tigers go into the end of this first quarter up 14-7 as we now send you to a word from Right Implement.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
And we are back, just about to get underway here in the second quarter of action here. Lady Tigers leading 14-7 behind a very solid end to the end of the quarter, led by Isabel Grimes defensively, turning defense into offense, and it's been a pretty solid start for the Lady Tigers. Isabel 4 for 7 from the line.
It will be Tiger ball to start the second quarter.
That press really works wonders when ran correctly, and the Tigers sure know how to run it. Here's Isabel.
Isabel to Tabor.
Natalie gonna take it left, plays it back out.
Finds Sydney Tucker
Sydney
for three.
It's gonna come up short.
Just short.
And Aaliyah with a nice bit
What
of
I
rebound
thought
there.
was a save off of Hancock County and maybe almost got the ball, but ref seen different.
Duncan gonna play it into Riley, who's gonna look down court. She's gonna find an option. And Aaliyah here going to come away with the rebound, and that's terrific.
Finds McDaniel.
Transition offense. Cassidy
Puts
pulls
it up.
and going to come up just short. That one going to be rebounded by Kratzer, but given away here. And Isabel.
McDaniel and one.
And Isabel going back to the line. Not Cassidy there, but this will be her 8th free throw in a little over 8 minutes in this game so far. Chance to go 5 for 8 from the line. And she will.
It is now 17-7, 10-point lead for the Lady Tigers.
Definitely believe we mentioned it in the last game. No denying it in this game, but Isabel Grimes can absolutely be a foul magnet when she's getting to the basket. And here's another example. She's going to pull up this time, though, and it's going to be good.
There it is again. Another impressive performance we are seeing for Isabel Grimes. What a first half she's put on to this point.
Once again, only a sophomore. Pretty impressive group of young players here. And that
Riley knocks it down.
the 7th grader from deep. As she brings Hancock County back within 9 points. Cassidy.
McDaniel finds Grimes for 3. Will she?
She can't answer. And a foul going against Aaliyah there. Not one that the Tigers can have happen. And it looks like
Skylar will check in.
Immediately, Skylar Tucker going to come into this game for Aaliyah.
And we'll also see number 4, Lily Roberts, check back into the game. 8th grader.
She's coming in for Kratzer.
Kratzer will take a seat on the bench.
This one, Riley to pull back to Duncan. Swings this one back over to Riley. Down the right side. Looks left. She's going to find Duncan. The senior takes it into the middle. She's going to get a shot off, and she knocks it down. Pretty solid offense there from Hancock County. This one over, Natalie, the senior, getting double teamed. Somebody needs to come to the ball, and great work there by Skylar. As she comes away with it. Can't finish, but Sydney.
Rebounded by her twin.
She takes a hit there, but no call. I think those hands may have been down a little bit there. But nonetheless, Hancock County going to come away with the ball here. And it will be Duncan to inbound. Comes back to Duncan. The 2 forward being Isabel and Sydney. And Isabel here nearly coming away with another steal, but she does foul. And I think the hand to the face there.
Isabel, what defensive pressure she's put on. A number of steals to this point and a handful of points for sure.
I think if we're ever going to see a double-double from her, it might be points and steals playing like that.
It's an odd one that we don't see very often, but she seems very capable by her first half play.
Poole plays this one over. Here's House. Inside to Riley. Back out to Poole, and she's going to go long on the 3. And Isabel going to be back in transition. Is she going to take it at the defender? And she takes it up and in.
21-12.
Isabel's efficiency around the goal was pretty impressive. Riley going to play this one over to Duncan. And she knocks down her second 3 of the game as Hancock County quietly trims this lead to just 6 points. Here Skylar gives it up. Isabel takes it left. Has an option out wide. Got to find
McDaniel
Cassidy
in the corner.
And Cassidy
will knock this one down. Hancock County do not want to let her get in rhythm.
Beautiful looking shot there as Cassidy's able to bring this lead up back to 9. This one going to go long here, and it's eventually going to be rebounded. And there's a jump ball called following the miss from Lily Roberts there, and Aaliyah Mucker returns to the game for Sydney Tucker. And this one going to stay with Hancock County. Duncan the inbounder. She's looking for options. Going to eventually make its way in bounds, but looked to be turned over. Yeah, and it was a little miscommunication there with Ella House and what looks like Bailey Poole there. And this ball's going to go back to Breckinridge County. Isabel going to take it up here. Hancock County in the 2-3 zone. Isabel looks, finds Cassidy again, who might just have the hot hand with one shot, and she's going to go for it. This one just going to roll out, and Duncan's going to come away with the rebound. Played out here. Top of the key. Riley just out again, and Duncan takes it up going to be fought for, and Aaliyah Mucker and Ella House jump ball there, and this one's going to go to the Tigers. Immediately coming with the pressure here.
Possession arrow now back towards Hancock County for the next jump ball. Isabel Grimes
Great
gets under
feed.
it,
And Isabel's
and
going to
she
have a
will take it
one-on-one.
first, just off,
And
just too much on it there.
Uncharacteristic miss there from Isabel Grimes. This one taken in by Poole, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line. Fouled by Skylar Tucker, looked like. And it was on Skylar. It is 5. Or 4, sorry, on Breckinridge County. It's up by Poole, and that one's going to be long. She goes 0 for 1 on the night. First shooter from the line for Hancock County, I believe. The second from Poole. That one also long, and it's going to be rebounded by Natalie Tabor here. Gives it up to Isabel. Really bringing up the
Finds
zone
Tabor
here.
now. Finds Grimes again.
Hancock County
Back over to Tabor.
Hancock County with no
Skylar Tucker.
shortage.
Down low to Mucker. Puts it up and just off that back iron.
Hancock County with no shortage of defensive options from what we've seen. Little 2-3, a little bit of matchup even, and of course we've seen multiple different presses, full court man, and there we saw the 2 guards coming forward to trap the inbounder. And that 3 knocked down from Ella House there. And the 8th grader. And interesting to see a lot of production from these middle school players, like we mentioned, and clearly they can play.
To Tabor, and it's off.
And Natalie unable to hit. Immediately going down the other end. Here's Poole, but a great strip from Isabel. That's going to be 2 on her, and I'm not so sure about that one.
That looked like a clean strip by Isabel Grimes there.
Got her with the little.
Kratzer will check back in now for for Lily Roberts.
And they're going to keep Isabel out there with 2 fouls here now. Exactly 3 minutes to go before we reach halftime. Tigers leading by 6. Rebound here, Aaliyah. Immediately breaking into transition. Natalie going to try again from 3, this time long again. Aaliyah, though, right on it. Cassidy in the middle, and that is a great finish from Cassidy McDaniel.
It is now an 8-point lead again for the Tigers.
We're seeing Cassidy get a lot more in this game. A great spot-up shooter, but also can drive the ball a little bit. And here's Isabel with the rebound. She drags it back out to the left in a terrific
Over
bit
to
of
that
footwork
corner
there.
for McDaniel.
And Cassidy misses
Too much
again.
on that one.
And I think so far we've seen not quite the hot hand we saw from the Tigers against North Hardin. A lot of open shots, but really need them to start falling for the Tigers to really break away in this game, as they lead by 8 so far. It will be Sydney coming back into the game. Isabel going out for the first time today. And immediately Hancock breaking the trap. What may have looked like a walk there from Kratzer, but the 3 on the way from Duncan. It's going to go long, and Cassidy's going to come away with the rebound. Going to play this one down to
Ratajkowski into Mucker.
and a jump ball. This one going to Hancock County. 2 minutes to go in this first half. And it will be House coming out of the game for the starter, Lily Roberts. An 8th grader for an 8th grader. Here's Duncan looking for options. She's going to find
Finds
Riley.
Carmen Riley.
Out to House here. Sorry, not.
Kratzer with the miss down low.
Yes, Kratzer. Here is Aaliyah. Cassidy.
McDaniel to Tabor.
Natalie to Aaliyah on the perimeter. Back to Natalie. She's going to go for 3 again, and this time it's just going to go right. And Natalie not really able to get into a rhythm yet.
The top of that key, arguably the most effective spot for the Tigers. Can't get anything going yet.
And
But this
here's
one's Sydney Tucker.
who's going to bring this lead back up to 10 points with a nice finish there. Kratzer in the corner here to Riley. And that's going to be a walk. This one going against Haven Riley. And we will see Skylar come into the game as well as Isabel.
Isabel back in.
Looking to wrap up this final minute.
28-18, another 10-point lead for the Lady Tigers over the Lady Hornets right now.
Out to Sydney here. Plays to Skylar. Looks for Isabel. Cutting over to the left side. Sydney. Back to Isabel, top of the key. Inside, terrific bit of work there
Skylar
with the left
Tucker.
from Skylar as the Tigers get up to 30 now. And like I mentioned before, the offense of this Tiger team already on a pace to get back to 60.
30 points in the first half.
Roberts, Poole. She's looking. About 15 seconds to go. It's going to make its way back up.
Perhaps
That one's short.
off the rim there, rebounded by Sydney Tucker.
I imagine the Tigers.
Up to Natalie Tabor.
Natalie takes it baseline.
Finds Skylar.
And Isabel with a wide open shot.
Isabel
She's gonna go
just
right.
can't sink it as the second half ends.
The Tigers wrap up this first half with a 12-point lead, 30-18. As we go to halftime. And Noah, what are your thoughts on that first half?
That was not quite the shooting night we've seen from Breckinridge County, but that defense is holding up against Hancock County as we now prepare to send you away back to our sponsors, Right Implement.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
And we welcome you back as we are just about to get into our second half of action. And I'm here, John Smith, once again joined by Noah Knight. And Noah, what are your thoughts as we near the second half?
Well, as we were saying, we did see some fantastic defense from the Lady Tigers, but still trying to get that offense going.
Yes, of course. The offense, it seemed a lot less powerful than it actually has been. 30 points.
30 points is impressive, but
it seems like it could be 40 or 50 with some of the shooting that we've seen so far. A lot of open looks, a lot that just haven't fallen, and defense really, once again, the reason we have this lead going into the second half.
Some looks fall short, some looks just too much on them, but we are under 5 minutes now, and
you can't see the crowd really has increased as we approach this second half. Of course, a big name to talk about, Isabel Grimes, absolutely getting to the line, getting to the basket at will, stealing everything, and she's been once again the biggest force offensively and arguably defensively on the game. A couple of rebounds as well, and I think you mentioned earlier the rebounding totals substantially higher for Hancock County than for Breckinridge County. I think a lot of that has to do with just the Tigers. Number one, of course, losing Kayla Young last season, who was, of course, actually had a 31-point performance last year against Hancock County in a monster showing. But also, the Tigers certainly shoot a lot better than almost any team in the third region. Not a lot of offensive rebounds, not a lot of misses.
Now, we mentioned the shooting. The last matchup between the Tigers and Hancock County, the Tigers were 15 for 52 from the field. I don't expect a shooting performance like that for them tonight, but they do need to maybe get some more of those open looks and turn those into points, because a lot of almost given shots. And another big note, as you said, about Isabel Grimes, she did pick up 2 fouls in that first half.
Yeah, of course, that's never a good sign. Also, of course, as we know, no shame in losing at Breckinridge County. Of course, 6 straight wins against the district as well. And it's just not an easy team to beat, and seem to have everybody's number in the 11th district over these last couple of years. 4 straight district titles, as we all know. That is nothing to bat an eye at. Very, a program that's been built to win over these last few seasons. And we do see the teams return back to the court. I imagine a similar slew of players for Hancock County to be showing. Of course, we saw a couple of players that did not get as many chances against North Hardin come into this game in the second half, or early in the first half. We saw Hannah Radziewski come in. She gave Isabel a couple breaks tonight and did the same against North Hardin. We're yet to see Lily Critchlow or Natalie Henning come into this game, but I do expect them to eventually make their way into it. And of course, Skylar Tucker, sort of the 6th-man option on this team. And she went in and finished pretty strong not too long ago. As for Hancock County, we've seen Kratzer and House come in and put up some very solid numbers early on. But of course, it's been a lot from Carmen Riley and Kiara Duncan early on, with freshman Bailey Poole being shut down for a lot of the game early on.
I think one of the big things for Hancock County, as you were just saying, Carmen Riley may need to try to get some more going for her, or else Hancock may not be able to get that scoring going for them.
Yeah, she knocked down a couple 3-pointers and they look silky smooth. Can definitely see how somebody like that, no matter their grade, is getting into this team.
Definitely a lot of potential in Riley, and can only imagine where she'll be freshman year of her high school career, even senior year, how far she can go for Hancock County.
And we are extremely close now to entering the second half of action as the Tigers look certainly not over yet, but maybe on their way to a 5-0 start, continuing this historical campaign so far.
Hancock County, as we were talking about earlier, not having a winning season since 2015-16, but could Carmen Riley be perhaps that X factor that guides them to that toward in the seasons coming?
Yeah, it's certainly possible. Their young group of players is extremely strong.
Last season, they picked up 6 wins on the season.
And on this team, 7 newcomers.
7 newcomers, but they have already picked up 3 wins. They are halfway to what they got last year, so.
And we are just about to get underway here. It is Sydney inbounding it to Isabel. 2-3 zone immediately for Hancock County. And we are going to see Roberts and Poole on top of that zone.
Good screen for Sydney.
Isabel going to fire short here.
Offensive rebound for Natalie Tabor, back out to Grimes.
Of course, the zone leaving you vulnerable on the offensive rebound. And we're going to see Poole put some pressure up. Here's Cassidy. Back out Isabel on the right side. Gives it to Cassidy. She's got a look in, and that one's just going to go long.
Another offensive rebound, this time for Sydney Tucker to Aaliyah Mucker, and that one's in.
Great.
First points of the second half, excuse me.
Great connection from the forwards to expand this lead to 14 and get the first points of the half for the Lady Tigers. Played over here, Riley. This one up, and that looks good. Really smooth shot there.
You've got to, anytime that ball comes out of the hands of Carmen Riley, you've got to wonder just if it's going to go in or not.
And a really dangerous trap there by Hancock County, but Cassidy McDaniel able to break it. She's going to find Isabel, and she's going to start running things at the top of the key here. This one over to Aaliyah on the left side.
Aaliyah will pull up for the mid-range jumper, nearly gets it. Natalie Tabor with her second offensive rebound now.
Natalie to Isabel, looked like she might have shot it, but
and one for Aaliyah Mucker now.
Isabel with a great look, and Aaliyah picks up her 4th point of the half. Foul there. That foul going up against Lily Roberts. And Aaliyah here with her first chance from the line tonight. And that one's no good.
Offensive rebound from Sydney, and Aaliyah will drive again. Another offensive rebound, another offensive rebound.
And that is why they need her out there. Here's Natalie, and
there's Natalie Tabor for 3.
And timeout Hancock County.
We just mentioned that rebounding difference on the year for Hancock County with the +7-8 advantage over the Tigers, but the offensive rebounds are coming for the Lady Tigers in this season.
Hancock County making themselves really vulnerable there in that 2-3 zone, coming out really high, trying to force some pressure on the guards, and they really got burned there as Natalie was able to find a wide open shot on the rebound. Aaliyah, though, absolutely was not able to make that kind of impact against North Hardin. Didn't really need her when we're shooting hot, but when things aren't going great for you, you have to have a player like that to clean up some chances that otherwise you're not going to get. She did miss that free throw, though, and she's been arguably the best free throw shooter on the year. 11 for 15 now on the year. Shooting about 75%. And it will be Hancock County ball as the Tigers take the largest lead of the game, 17. Here just under 2 minutes into this second half. And it looks like it's going to be Poole here. No, actually it will be Roberts to take this one inbounds. And interesting thing to note, Kiara Duncan not out there, which is the senior of this squad.
Riley will get it up to Riley in this.
And a foul going to be called. That one's going to go against Isabel. And that's 3 on her. And that one will send Kratzer to the line. Kratzer, a 61% shooter on the year, 11 for 18 from the line.
The defensive intensity is there, but perhaps Isabel will be a little bit more cautious with the challenges she makes on Hancock County right now.
Kratzer going to knock down her first from the line. And the second is up. That one is good. Kratzer goes 2 for 2 and gets that trap set right up. Isabel here looks long, gonna break the press pretty well.
Finds Aaliyah, and it is good. 39-22. It is a 17-point
And
lead.
Isabel comes away with a steal again, and this time she's not able to finish, but she's gonna get her own
Offensive
rebound.
rebound for Grimes, and she is going back to the free throw line.
And surprise, surprise there, as Isabel Grimes comes away with a transition steal and gets fouled.
Will we see a 19-point lead, 18-point lead from these? Can she knock them down?
A lot of inexperience in the guards right now for Hancock County, and I think Isabel taking a lot of advantage of that as Isabel knocks down her 6th free throw on the night in 9 tries.
And there it is again. It is now a 19-point lead for the Tigers.
Isabel goes to 7 for 10 on the night.
Carmen Riley
Great feed there.
finds Kratzer down low.
And that's exactly how you break the press right there. Here's Sydney, plays it back to Natalie. Cassidy looking. Some really good pressure here from Hancock County, but Cassidy going to be able to get it across half court. Gives it up to Isabel. She's guarded by Poole. Isabel definitely, like you mentioned, needs to be careful. 3 fouls. No room for error. She's got, Leah had it, Isabel there, but she's going to find Cassidy.
McDaniel
Short on the 3. And
Mucker just had that ball bounce off her. Almost got another offensive rebound for the Lady Tigers.
Riley to Riley. Back up to Poole. Back out Riley. Poole here for 3. That's a great shot. Bailey Poole, a freshman guard, scored 20 against Apollo last Thursday, so she can absolutely knock them down. Isabel, though, quick to break the trap and nearly a turnover. But here's Cassidy with a wide open look. That one going to go left and tipped out, though, and a foul given. And now we're going to go against Aaliyah. A little unlucky there. Trying to tip it out to a teammate against a stretched Hancock County team.
2 fouls now for both teams in the second half.
And the senior return to the game. Kiera Duncan coming in for Lily Roberts, the 8th grader. And Duncan going to get things inbounded here. And Breckinridge County pushing everything forward. And looks like not everybody was prepared for that. But Haven Riley unable to keep this one in bounds. Natalie coming really high there to put on the press. Wasn't sure if Sydney was aware of that or not.
Skylar Tucker now checking in for Cassidy McDaniel.
Natalie going to take this one out as we see a man press now from Hancock County. Going to find Isabel. Isabel, and that's going to be a turnover. A walk given against Isabel, was not able to bring that one down, get into possession quick enough.
Now Hannah Ratajkowski will check in for Isabel Grimes.
Isabel
on 3 fouls.
Yeah, certainly important that she does not get into any more foul trouble than she needs to. Here's Poole. Over Duncan, back to Poole. Poole here looking. She'll find Riley. She'll pull up. And she knocks it down. And that's a really nice shot once again from beyond the arc. And a timeout called by Natalie there. Maybe a smart move from the senior as Hancock County quietly trims this to an 11-point lead. Certainly favorable to the 17-point deficit they faced not too long ago.
19 points, the biggest lead of the game for the Lady Tigers.
I think big thing the Lady Tigers, once again, it's still finishing. That's been a big problem. And I think if Aaliyah Mucker were in foul trouble like she were against North Hardin, this could be a totally different game right now. Really making an impact on the boards. And you have to really got to wonder where the leadership is going to fall and the offense is going to fall with Isabel out of this game for right now. But she does come right back in, actually. And she will be coming in for here's Natalie over to Isabel down this left side, and she does a terrific move to get all the way over, but once again misses the left-handed layup. This one comes down Poole. Drags it back out. This one to Duncan. Duncan for 3. And that one looked to be good, but going to come up just short. Riley once again. That one just rattles out. And tipped away in another
What a
terrific
steal.
possession.
Duncan, too much on it.
And Natalie does a terrific job on the boards again. She's going to slow things down here following the fast break opportunity. And here's Isabel. Natalie on the left side looking.
Up top to Skylar, back to Grimes here.
Isabel.
We'll find Aaliyah.
And she's going to find a wide open
Sydney Tucker in the
and
corner
she
for
knocks
3.
it down. Terrific finish there from Sydney, who's really become a worthy starter in this team. Here's Poole trying to get more involved with the offense this half. Over to Duncan. Riley gives this one up to Kratzer. Back to the other Riley. Poole wide open. She knocks it down. And Hancock County not going away.
11-point lead.
Hancock yet to really trim the deficit from the half, but have cut it from the
Skylar
17.
Goes up for layup, and she will be taking a trip to the free throw line now.
Skylar shooting her first couple of free throws on the year. That foul going against Kratzer, the third of the half for the Lady Hornets. Skylar's going to put the first one up, and that's good.
McDaniel checking in for Natalie Tabor now. And we see 2 changes for Hancock County.
Really important, once again, to mention Isabel Grimes, 3 fouls, sorry. Definitely needs to be careful in these final few minutes. As you can see, moving her to the middle of the press. And what a terrific block there from Aaliyah Mucker.
2 blocks for Aaliyah on the night now.
She
pulls up.
That one just going to rattle out. And that rebound going to be taken away there by Lindauer. Turnover, though. Isabel comes away with it. And going to slow things down a little bit.
Lindauer making her first appearance tonight.
Another senior on the team. Scored 2 points in her last game against Cloverport. Aaliyah trying to get fed by Skylar there.
Does poke it loose there.
And Tigers get beaten fast break there. But Isabel able to tap it out before it gets to Carmen Riley.
Ella House now checking in for Carmen Riley.
And Natalie Tabor going to return to this game for Isabel Grimes. Inbound from Duncan. We've seen her take it out multiple times in the baseline today. She's going to get it in here to Roberts. She takes it left. Terrific move, and she's going to be fouled there by Skylar. Roberts going to the line for the first time tonight. 3 for 9 on the year. As we see Isabel on her way to check back into this game. First one is up, and she knocks it down. Back down to an 11-point lead. And the Tigers still quite on that pace to get to 60 points. Second one coming up here from Roberts. That one's just going to go long, rebounded by Aaliyah. Aaliyah trying to work the offense herself here. Gets it across half court. Reverses this one to Cassidy, who's wide open, and just rattles out. We've seen so many of those tonight. Poole going to play it over here to Roberts, who's going to get it all the way back out. And inside to Lindauer.
Up.
And the senior finishes there as Hancock County cuts this lead to under 10 for the first time this half. Cassidy here. Here to Isabel, and this
It is now finally a single-digit deficit, but how long will it last? Can the Lady Tigers push it back to a 10-plus lead here?
It has been a very impressive bit of work from
Aaliyah out to Grimes. Of course, she's going to take that one, and it is in.
And the knockdown.
12-point lead.
The sophomore Isabel Grimes and Aaliyah there. going to get on the end of it, and she's going to take it up, and that's just how the Tigers needed to turn this thing back around. Back up 14 with 30 seconds to go in this first half, and that is just how this game needed to go. The Tigers had been sped up a few times by Hancock County, caught out in transition a few times. But
as we mentioned, too, we've got 50 points on the board for the Lady Tigers. Fast on track for another 60-point game.
Oh, certainly now.
Just with 8 minutes in that fourth quarter, it's it's more than possible for them.
And the biggest thing for this Tiger offense is the Tiger defense, which has once again proved that if you come at them, you're going to turn the ball over and you're going to give up layups, and that's stayed very true tonight. Tigers look very, very much able to advance to 5-0 on the year, but of course still a long ways to go in this game. Hancock County really needs to get something going here, coming to this final quarter with some momentum. And here's Duncan to inbound it. Great inbound play. It's going to come over to Roberts. Here to House. She pulls up for three, and that one just going to come away short. And Natalie comes away with the rebound, immediately double teamed, but gets out of it.
Is able to walk the baseline there.
She gives
Finds
this one
Sydney.
up. Sydney, interesting to note, Isabel not out there that final 10 seconds. Cassidy working on the
Natalie
right.
Henning.
3 seconds to go. Need to shoot it. Aaliyah going to get the shot off
Up
in.
from Mucker again, and that's 2 shots in 2 quarters in a row that she cannot put it in.
And that one, they're rolling out just under a couple of seconds apart from each other. And now we're going to send you over to our sponsors, Right Implement, for the final time.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
And welcome back to Tiger Arena as we get into our final quarter of action of our opening game against the Lady Hornets of Hancock County. Of course, be sure to stick after for this doubleheader. Next up will be our boys team facing off against the Hornets once again. Of course, commentary for that game will be Cameron Shaw and Wyman Dowell following up. But here we are to get underway here in this final quarter of action. Taking out here will be Lily Roberts, who gets it into Poole. And it's going to make its way over to Riley. Down in the quarter, going to find the other Riley. Played over to Poole. Yet to really get going. And a great block there from Natalie. And that ball's going to go out of bounds. And the Tigers are going to come away with it. Hancock County, of course, going to continue their pressure. Natalie going to get the ball back. Isabel playing deep in that corner, interestingly. And this ball going to make its way to Cassidy McDaniel. Takes it baseline. Going to find Isabel for three. And it's short. But tapped around.
Offensive rebound by Cassidy McDaniel.
Cassidy to Natalie.
Isabel Grimes.
And Isabel setting the offense up. Quick double team, Cassidy for three, and she knocks it down again. 17-point lead restored for the Lady Tigers. Riley here up the middle, quickly trying to get into offense. She's going to float it up and bank it in. Terrific finish there, as we've seen Riley put up quite the game so far today.
Maybe not the game she had last time out for Hancock County, but very much so an impressive performance from her tonight. Aaliyah, I think, shocked by how much space she turned around to there and hesitated, but here she comes now again.
And she's going to take a hit and go to the line.
Back to the free throw line she goes.
Second time tonight, shooting her second and third free throws, following a terrific and one earlier in the game. Aaliyah fouled there by Haven Riley. Her first shot is up. That one's long as well. Her second to hit the back of the iron tonight. Isabel gonna take up that final spot in the lane here. Aaliyah's second is up, and it is good. Aaliyah Mucker goes 1 for 2 that time around. And here's Duncan.
Aaliyah and Sydney, of course.
Roberts. Riley here. And Natalie, the senior, comes away with it. May have had Isabel in transition, but elects to pull things back a little bit.
Does want to maybe slow things down, find Sydney.
Over to Isabel. On this left side. Takes things center of the court. Finds Cassidy. Ball played back over to Isabel. And just going to slow things up here. 16-point lead. And no rush from the Lady Tigers. 6 minutes to go in this game. Aaliyah here. Back to Isabel. She's going to find Natalie
in the corner.
And she knocks it down. Natalie finally getting some things to go her way this half. And a near steal there from Sydney. But it will be Riley to get up the court. And Lily Roberts inside, going to be fouled by Aaliyah. Couple arms to the back there may have provoked that one. A fourth foul of the game for the Tigers. 3 on Aaliyah now. And at the line, we're going to see Lily Roberts for the second time. And she's going to knock down her first 2 for 3 on the night. Second one is up, and that one is good. 2 nice-looking free throws there from Lily Roberts. And cuts that lead back down to 17. Natalie looking. Maybe a chance to go long, but she's just going to barely get it in time to Isabel. Isabel breaking down the middle. Has options. Great no-look pass.
Foul. Sydney will be going to the line.
Sydney gets hammered there by
Gets
Ella
hammered,
House.
but very little reaction by Sydney there. Good composure.
A terrific no-look feed from Isabel there in transition. And this will send Sydney to the line for the first time. She's going to miss the first. Sydney 6 for 9 on the year, now 6 for 10. This one is up, and that is good. Here's Duncan, the senior. Looks to Roberts. Gonna find Poole here, down the right side. Looks back towards the middle. Great defense there from Sydney, not giving her an inch. A lot of the reason that Poole hasn't really been able to get into this game, and there's
another
Isabel
steal for Isabel. She'll take it for herself, and it is 60-40, a 20-point game.
And the Lady Tigers take this lead up to 20 now. As we see what certainly looks now to be a 5-0 perfect start for the Lady Tigers. House finds Roberts. Duncan. And this one going to find Duncan for 3. Just comes away short. Roberts with the rebound. Put up, tipped around, and Aaliyah comes away with it. Aaliyah here. And a foul is going to be called.
Fouls on Hancock County's number 5, Bailey Poole, her third, team 6 in the second half.
Natalie going to get it into Isabel here. Over to Natalie. Isabel into Aaliyah. Out to Cassidy. Aaliyah
and there's
here.
Aaliyah, just rims out again.
And that one gonna be taken away by Poole. Gives this one all the way out. Riley finds in the corner. Roberts, no good, and that one's going to make its way off of Ella House. And the ball going to go back to the Lady Tigers.
Re-entering the Hancock County lineup, 0-0, Alex Kratzer.
Kratzer comes back into the game for the Lady Hornets. Natalie looking for an option, finds Isabel. Isabel double teamed immediately. Once again, brilliantly breaks 3 people there.
Just loses control of it.
Isabel.
McDaniel recovers, gives it back to her.
Top of the key here, Isabel drives in, and she.
And one for Isabel.
And that there, a terrific finish as Isabel going to go to the line for now for her, I believe, 11th free throw on the night. Yeah, her 11th free throw on the night. This one up, and it's good. 8 for 11 from the stripe tonight. No complaints there. Duncan to Kratzer. And that's going to be a traveling violation against Alex Kratzer, the junior. And Natalie going to inbound it, but a timeout called for the Lady Tigers as we go what may be the final timeout of the game. 3 minutes and 32 seconds. The Lady Tigers may be getting up to 70 tonight. 63 points in 3.5 to go. Very solid showing from the Lady Tigers tonight, especially in the second half. Can have no complaints. As we mentioned, Isabel Grimes, 8 for 11 from the free throw line. It is a lot of point production from just behind the stripe. No complaints there. The Lady Tigers look well on their way to move to 5-0. And here's Natalie to inbound it on the sideline.
Guarded on the inbound by Carmen Riley.
Isabel here on the right side. Guarded now by Ella House. Natalie looks center, finds Aaliyah, and Aaliyah's going to get that shot off. May have been deflected a little bit. Duncan here gives it up. Carmen Riley barely comes away with that one, but works it all the way out. Turned over to Aaliyah here, who's done an outstanding job.
To Grimes, this time to
Sydney. Can't finish, and eventually out of bounds called, and I believe that's going to go against Carmen Riley, stepping out on that tap back inbounds. There's Natalie on the baseline. Now to Isabel. And what a great fake from Isabel.
Isabel gets her own rebound and will go back to the free throw line.
Free throws number 12 and 13 coming up on the night.
What else can you say other than foul magnet, as we've said? In both games we've broadcasted now here in Tiger Arena.
14 other free throws have been shot in this game, but this is number 13 now for Isabel, who's now hit 6 in a row in this game. And we're going to see Natalie come out.
Natalie Henning checks in, as well as Skylar Tucker now.
House finds Duncan. Duncan with 2 minute transition, and this one gonna just be backed out though. Duncan gonna take the shot, just rattles out. And Aaliyah with some great strength there, but is gonna lose the ball, but Tigers retain possession.
Had Natalie Henning on the fast break there, but just couldn't get it to her.
Skylar on the inbound. Isabel here. Look center. Sydney. To Natalie Henning. Isabel on this right side. I will say the Tigers in the second half have done a fantastic job in the half-court offense. Not something we saw a lot of even in that first game against North Hardin, as Isabel knocks down yet another shot. But yeah, certainly have shown that they're more than able to play in the half court, and Aaliyah gets the Tigers within a point of 70. 29-point lead, and things have really slipped away for the Lady Hornets here late. Out of bounds, going back to the Lady Hornets.
Number 20, Madeline Lindauer. Reading into the Breckinridge lineup, number 24, Natalie Tabor, and number 21, Hannah Radaszewski.
And it will be Ella House, the inbounder, gives this one up to Poole, who nearly turns it over. Riley comes away with it, and it makes way to the corner to Poole. She pulls up for three and knocks it down. Maybe too little too late for the Hornets, though. Trailing now by 26. Here's Isabel, top of the key. Sending everybody down. 4-down offense here. Isabel working on House. Changing speeds, looking to get open. And looks like we're going to see somebody. And a nice play there as Isabel puts the Tigers up over 70 for the first time this season. Pull up there, and that's
Carmen Riley.
Terrific shot. Carmen Riley, we've seen make 3 or 4 of those tonight. No shortage of range in her game.
Radaszewski finds Tabor.
Natalie. To Skylar, back to Natalie. Over to Isabel.
Who draws the double team now. It'll be Natalie Henning.
Natalie
Maybe could
Tabor.
have took it for herself.
And I think the Tigers here just looking to slow this thing down. And a lot of timeout called there by the Tigers. A lot of physicality here extremely late in this game. 27 seconds to go. And the Lady Tigers look to have this one wrapped up.
It looks to be that way. Just under 30 seconds, and definitely, I think we've seen a little bit more efficient offense in this half. That first half, a 30-point first half, and we've seen 41 put up in this second half.
And stick around for after the game, of course, doubleheader. We got the boys game coming up, but before that, we plan on bringing you an interview. Noah going to be talking to assistant coach of the Lady Tigers, Raymond Critchlow. Lady Tigers on their way to 15 straight against the Hornets here. 35 and 21 in the series. In the last 56. And that's going to make its way out of bounds. Hancock County here looking to get one final possession. Here's House, inbounds it to Poole. Poole takes it up the middle of the court. Plays this one out. 3 on the way. That one way off by Lindauer. Rebound here by Riley. And turned over. Hannah Radaszewski with a chance here with 4 seconds. And she's going to take it up. Probably fouled, but at this point in the game, that'll wrap it up. Lady Tigers 71 and the Lady Hornets 46.
What a game we see for the Lady Tigers. 5-0 start on the season. This pushes Hancock County to 3-3.
Fantastic game for the Lady Tigers. And moves them to 2-0 in the district as well. And could not ask for a better start. Stick around. We've got the second of this doubleheader coming up, of course.
As well as an interview right after a word from our sponsor here.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
After a big win over 11th District rivals Hancock County, and first I'd like to ask, how do you feel about the 5-0 start here?
Well, that's what the girls are playing so hard, and we're taking it one game at a time. You know, that's the old cliche. You take it one game at a time, and that's what they've done. We're working on things to get better each game, and we're looking at now Weissville Trinity on Tuesday.
Absolutely. Do you feel there was anything we could have perhaps done better tonight that would have maybe even increase that lead.
Yeah, defensively is something that we're pushing for, and you saw it. Our defense wears on people after 4 quarters. Those shots don't go in as much, but we were making adjustments during the game, and these girls are so smart that you can tell them an adjustment to make during the game, and they'll do it and try to do it, and they started doing it. You saw how much harder it was for them to get it up the floor late in the game.
Absolutely. It was a great game.
All right, thanks, sir.
We're going to send it over now. Get ready for the second game of this doubleheader, the boys game against Hancock County.
Good job, Noah.
Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's coverage of Breck Live, sponsored by Wright Implant. I'm Cameron Shaw, and joining me tonight is Noah Dow. Tonight's matchup faces the Breckinridge County Tigers versus the 11th District rival Hancock County Hornets. So, Noah, expecting a big rival game tonight, what can we expect from the Tigers?
I think we can expect a great game for the Breck County Tigers, coming off a huge win against Owensboro Catholic. And the offenses look to settle in this year. Kavion is already proving to be a third region player of the year candidate with over 23 points a game. So I think we can expect a lot from this game.
Yeah, I can agree with that, and I definitely am expecting a win coming off the bat. I don't like to say that before games a lot, but the Hancock County Hornets, they are coming into Tiger Arena 1-for-3 on the season. They lost to McLean County 47-53, Ohio County 43-64, Perry Central 43-46, and they recently beat Cloverport only 48-42, while the Wildcats came much more on top of Cloverport by beating them by 30. And one upside for Hancock County, though, is that they are coming off of their first win, which could propel them to have more momentum coming into this game.
Definitely. And looks like Hancock County's star player for the game might be Caleb Keown.
I bet that's how you say it.
We are not sure how to say the name there. It's an interesting one. He's their leading scorer and their leading rebounder coming in. So looking for big things from him. Looks to be their go-to player there.
Yeah, and comparing stats with him and our top player, Kavion Mitchell, it's quite a big difference. Kavion Mitchell is averaging 23 points per game, and Caleb is averaging 10 points per game. Kavion is averaging 5 rebounds per game, and Caleb is averaging 5 rebounds per game. So definitely going to be more tight when it comes to defensively, I feel, for both of these players. But Caleb is definitely their go-to player for the game. And just a quick little information on Hancock County. Last season, they lost 5 seniors from last season, and they lost to Hancock County, or Meade County, apologies, in the 11th District tournament, while Breckinridge County did beat them. So they are Breckinridge County is coming off of a very well previous season in the third region. Hancock County's kind of struggling a little bit more, and we're definitely going to see what's going to happen tonight.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see. Breck County looks to be favorites to win the district this year. The region's going to be very difficult with Owensboro Catholic and Owensboro, but recently beating Catholic, that's a very big note for the Tigers this year, and we'll be interested to see how the season progresses and just how many of those big games Breck County is able to win.
Yeah, and Owensboro Catholic, they were rated as a top third region team, and Breck was able to beat them really they came back in the last quarter. They were down most of the game until like the last couple minutes when Kavion Mitchell started going off there. But it was a great comeback win. 73-71 that we saw. It was a very ecstatic here in Tiger Arena, and but I'm expecting more fans out here tonight than against Owensboro Catholic, since this is a big rival game between 11th District, as Hancock County fans are also here.
Yes, and while we have a chance, we're going to send you to a word from our sponsor.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. this could have been you. But instead, it's just me. All alone. And I just want to go home. And welcome back, as we only have a minute to go before the start of this second game of the doubleheader tonight against Hancock County. The girls won the first game. It was a very good showing from them.
Very good showing, especially for Isabel Grimes. I mean, what a fantastic player she is to come out and completely overwhelm the crowd and the team that they were playing against.
Every time I looked up, there was another steal by Isabel Grimes.
I wish we had that recorded, but don't believe I do. I'd say there's at least 10 steals from Isabel Grimes.
It was
Hancock
insane.
County was having a hard time getting through the Lady Tigers press pretty much the entire game, actually.
And it looks like we are about to have starting lineups introduced.
And as many of you probably have listened, the Breckinridge County Pep Band is here tonight. It's our first game performing, and they are loud and proud.
I knew there was something missing in our first few games this season.
I feel like that's going to definitely help the Tigers get some momentum going, is listening to the band push them on. And here come the starting lineups.
Please welcome at this time these starting lineups. First for the Hornets of Hancock County. Starting at forward, number 33, Ryan Ogle. And forward, number 25, Mason Cox. Starting at guard, number 3, Trey Curry. At guard, number 11, Colton Withington. And starting at guard at number 10, Colin Elder. The Hornets are coached by Mike Orr. And now welcome the Fighting Tigers of the Breckinridge County High School. Starting at forward, number 20, Justin Shrewsbury. And forward, number 42, Trey Erling. Starting at guard, number 21, Kavion Mitchell. At guard, number 22, Brock Lucas. And starting at guard, number 3, Mason Morris. Breckinridge County is coached by Patrick Critchlow, assisted by Brad Carney, Jeff Carney.
Welcome back, everybody. And as we are about to get into tip-off right now, and Hornets get the ball first tonight. Good passing. Kavion Mitchell with the steal already. Going in. Fouled on the drive. And Kavion Mitchell is going on the line right now.
Fouled by number 11, Colton Wethington.
And that's another miss for Kavion. He was 100% going into Owensboro Catholic game, but he missed a couple, I believe 4 free throws. And he made the second there. Number 3 on 3 here Hornets passing it around now. Kavion Mitchell almost with another steal.
Showing some good defense already in this game.
Yes, they are. That's definitely what we need to see from the Tigers. And for the three,
Ryan
no good.
Ogle, no good. Mason Potts the rebound. Putback is good.
Goal by Mason Potts.
Kavion Mitchell is bringing up the ball tonight so far. Deep pass to Casey Morris. Back to Kavion and back to Brock for the three. No
Ogle
good.
three rims out. Rebounded by Ryan Ogle.
Tigers down 2-1 right now.
Trey Curry, the ball handler. Back to Trey Curry. Eric Elder's trapped in the paint. Dishes it out to Ryan Ogle. Curry open in the corner, but decides not to shoot it. And Ryan Ogle, the three, rims out, and rebounded by Trey Irwin.
Trey Irwin's driving down the lane. Passed off to Brock Lucas.
The
spin move. No good.
Mason Potts already getting a ton of rebounds in this game. The second leading rebounder on Hancock County.
Yeah, good defense on both teams so far tonight as we're 2 minutes in and there's only been 3 points. Eric Elder driving in, no good. And blocked by Trey Irwin, I believe. Three was no good, rebounded by Trey Irwin. Kavion Mitchell is driving down. Casey Morris fouled and no good on the shot.
So far the score is 2-1. Kavion Mitchell hit the one out of 2 free throws to give Brett County their 1 point.
Yeah, and another big standout player against Owensboro Catholic that we did interview was Eamon O'Donohue.
Eamon had a momentum swinging performance as when he came in, hit a couple of threes and put the Tigers back in the game. Casey Morris hits the second free throw, puts the Tigers on top 3-2. Kavion Morris with the press.
Kavion Mitchell.
My goodness.
Kavion staying on number 10, Eric Elder. Good top defense by Casey Morris and Kavion Mitchell. No clear opening for the Hornets just yet. And Brock gets the steal. Driving in, he's ahead of everybody. Jumper, and blocked, but he gets it back. And taking it back up top, settled down.
Tried to push the tempo and just got stuffed at the rim there.
Kavion Mitchell for the three.
No
good. Haven't seen a lot of good shooting tonight from the Tigers.
0 field goals made, but 3 free throws already.
3-2 with roughly 5 minutes to go. Pretty low scoring game so far.
Oh, there's still time.
Oh, there's plenty of time. I have no doubt about that. It is interesting to note that the Hancock County Hornets have not been able to get out of the 40-point range whenever in their games.
Haven't had a 50-point scoring night yet as a team. Casey Morris, the three, gets knocked down, but
he tried
no
drawing the foul.
And basket is good there by Ryan Ogle.
4-3 now. And Ryan Ogle, he's actually averaging around 7 points per game and 3 rebounds per game. One of the more top players for Hancock County, about the 4th in points per game, that is. Handed off to Justin Shrewsbury. Back to Brock Lucas.
Thought about the three, but decides to pass it.
Kaysen lost
Nearly
the
a
handle.
turnover
Brock
there.
with a nice move there. And
Gets
blocked from
again.
behind.
Foul is called on that.
Yeah, I believe that was a good call by the refs there. Brock Lucas to the line. So far, the Hancock County Hornets already have 3 fouls, and Breckinridge County has none. That's a good look for them. Brock Lucas makes the first. $4-4 now. and makes the second, putting the Tigers up 5-4. All the shots tonight have been made from free throws. Tigers are 0 for 4 from the field, and Brock Lucas with the steal.
Euro step is good. First field
And
goal of the night.
As I say that, amazing job by Brock Lucas. The defense in the press tonight have been great, especially both boys and girls. And a walk on number 14, Cole Dixon. Good job on Casey Morris to stay on him.
Brock Lucas taking the ball up court.
Pass to Justin Shrewsbury. No good. Kavion Mitchell almost out.
Great save from Kavion Mitchell.
Oh, amazing move by Brock Lucas. Justin Shrewsbury trapped. Tried to go from behind, and there is a foul on 42.
Fouls on Trey Irwin. Trey had foul trouble in the Owensboro Catholic game as well, didn't he, Cameron?
I believe he did. And he picks up Breck County's first foul with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Score's only 7-4.
Been a defensive game so far. Not many opportunities for either side.
No, there haven't.
Breck County's missed a couple of open threes, but that's about the only blown chances.
Guarded by Brock Lucas is Eric Elder. Mason Potts driving in, and it's good.
Nice left-handed hook shot there from Mason Potts.
Yeah, and Mason Potts actually, he plays baseball for the Hornets, and he is a left-handed pitcher. I believe he mainly focuses on pitching.
Seen him for a lot of years now.
I have, yes. And no good pass.
Steal by Mason Potts there.
Not a good look for Brock Lucas to find Justin Shrewsbury. Not open at all.
Devin Powers inside to Ryan Ogle.
It's good. 8-7 now, 1 point game.
Breck County hasn't been able to stop the Hornets in the paint yet.
No, there haven't been any really good momentum pushers just yet. Like Kavion Mitchell driving in, taking control. And as he does that now.
Foul on the floor here.
Number 11, Isaac Seegers coming in for Trey Irwin.
The sixth man for the Breck County Tigers,
yep.
Isaac Seeger.
It's Isaac's first year on varsity. He's contributing 4 points per game average right now, and he has a lot of potential to be a key shooter for the team. And right now, you'll hear me say a lot. I believe Casey Morris is probably the team's most consistent shooter.
And foul called on Justin Shrewsbury there. Only the second foul against Breck County in this game. And double teamed
and
a walk.
Okay.
Leo's a good call as he shuffled his feet there as he gathered the ball.
Yeah, a lot of times people can get upset about stuff like that, but he did move. 1 minute, 20 seconds roughly. Kevin Mitchell driving in, and finally the foul was called. And it's a jump ball. Looked like a lot more contact there on Kavion as he was driving in. But
initially called a foul, but the side official came in with a jump ball called.
It still will be Breckinridge County's ball on the jump ball call.
Possession arrow was pointing towards Breck County.
Brock Lucas finds Casey Morris deep. Brock for the corner three guarded, no good. And
get back out to Casey Morris.
Great job by Justin Shrewsbury to get it back out.
Down inside to Justin.
Brock Lucas between the legs.
Almost lost it.
And
good recovery over to Kavion.
Kavion driving in.
And
no good,
he is
but he does.
Fouled.
1 minute left here.
Still only one field goal made for the Tigers. A lot of free throws so far.
Yeah, they're 0 for 5, or 1 for 6, sorry, from 4 field goals.
good free throw shooting is keeping the Tigers in this game.
And here comes the freshman, Eamon O'Donohue. Like we said last time, he had 7 points against Owensboro Catholic. Great number for a freshman, I might say. No good on the second. Lane violation on number 4, I believe, for Hancock County.
Saw a few of those against us last game.
We did. I believe Isaac Seeger had 2 lane violations. Maybe that's why he's not down there. And
rebounded by Eamon O'Donohue. Offensive rebound. Kavion contested. No good. Rebounded by Justin.
Good.
And the third attempt on the same possession finally goes in.
No good on number 44, Caleb Cowan. And foul was on, Kavion Mitchell just drops it in there for the floater.
It's a shame this couldn't be the
I
NBA.
know.
Every time a foul is called, if you just throw it in the air, they're going to say it's an and one.
But yeah, I was watching the Celtics last night, and I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, but foul was called on his shot, and he launched a line drive at the board and it went right in. It's kind of crazy to watch there, but he was able to get the 4-point play.
Kavion almost loses the ball there.
Pass back out to Brock Lucas up top. 13 seconds left for the Tigers to make a move. Kavion's gonna have to drive now. And that was a walk. He did shuffle his feet. It's bad to see that as soon as he was about to make a shot.
Looked a slide there too on the play. Didn't help anything at all.
No. Score is 10 to 8, and Kavion Mitchell's only contributing 2 points. Kicked by Kavion Mitchell. 1.6 seconds. Definitely just gonna find somebody to toss it up.
Half court shot at the buzzer.
Air
No good.
ball.
Missed the backboard on that first.
First shot, and real quick, we are going to take you to a word from our sponsor.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
And welcome back, everybody, as the second quarter is just about to commence.
Yeah, and a very interesting first quarter there is very different from the first quarter we saw against Owensboro Catholic. That was high scoring and fast paced and
The game
honestly
overall-
one-sided.
Yeah, it
the
was.
first quarter, but
Owensboro Catholic was on top for, like I said before, pretty much the entire game until the fourth quarter. Kavion Mitchell was able to finally start making some big pushes for the Tigers. And he completely showed out in the fourth quarter. Hoping to see Kavion, and I have mentioned on my article I wrote in the post-game afterthoughts for Owensboro Catholic that I definitely would like to see Kavion Mitchell starting a lot earlier.
and a jump ball called.
This should stay Hancock County's ball. Oh,
No, possession was
not.
pointing to Breckinridge County again, and looks like Kavion's going to take the ball down the court now. Just underway here in the second quarter. Justin Shrewsbury, good from mid-range jumper there. Nice to see. Justin's second shot of the game.
yeah, he has 4 points right now, 2 for 3. Yeah, and he's really shown to be a really good player this year. He's averaging 16 points per game and around 6 rebounds per game. So he's definitely a key player down in the post. That was out on Isaac Seeger, just barely off the touch.
Number 25, Mason Potts, returns to the
Scores 12-8 right now. Definitely a big show out for the Pep Club tonight. A lot different than than previous games.
Rivalry game will do that for you. Ryan Ogle, the 3, no good.
Rebounded by Justin Shrewsbury.
0 threes made in this game so far.
Kavion Mitchell, nice footwork. Does not get it. Yeah, and Kavion is 0 for 3 right now from the field. Not a good look for him so far tonight.
I believe it will only get better as the game goes on.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Normally that's how it normally is. No 3 by number 20 there. And blocked on the pass by Eamon O'Donohue.
Lots of ball movement, but nothing happening for Hancock County.
Almost went for the shot there, number 20.
Good pass inside, not handled well. And
Shot's no good. Lots of movement going on.
And finally,
Ryan Reeves was able to get that. (12-10), very close game. 3 for Isaac Seeger, no good.
and just looking here, Ryan Reeves, that's his first points of the season on that rebound put back there.
Five minutes left to go in this first half. Not a lot of perimeter aggressive. Oh,
And
possible charge. Yes, it was.
charge on Mason Potts.
Mason Potts definitely very aggressive down in the paint. Completely shoved down Brock Lucas right there.
Kevin Powers into the lineup for Hancock County. And also Caleb Count for Breckinridge County, number 42, Trey Irwin in the lineup. And number 3, Mason
5 minutes here. Kavion driving in. He kind of off balance there. Didn't have great control of the ball in his hands, but he's able to call the foul.
24, Kevin Powers, his first and team's 8. Kavion Mitchell at the line, shooting 2.
Kavion Mitchell back at the free throw line. And this is the first.
Wow.
Kavion this year still has an amazing free throw percentage, even after
Yeah,
one bad
yeah.
game. Started 15 for 15.
I know,
So
yes, yeah. Second's good. Kavion only has 3 points tonight, and they're all from free throws. So far, Brock Lucas and Justin Shrewsbury are tied at 4 points for the Tigers, leading.
And timeout for Hancock County.
Hancock County, a 30-second timeout.
I believe that was a good decision there on
Eric
Eric
Elder was
Elder.
trapped there by the Breck County press. Breck County's finally changed up the defense using the half-court trap now.
Yeah.
Seen a lot of zone early in the season, but
I just don't feel like the zone for Breckinridge County really works out too well for them. Teams are able to get through it a lot.
zone definitely has its weaknesses, especially three-point shooting, which has been Breck County's kryptonite. Good three-point shooting teams tend to do well.
But
Chase Cunliffe really exploited that in the first game.
Childress.
Chase Childress, my mistake, really
Yeah.
exploited that in the game against LaRue County.
He definitely showed out to play. But Hancock County, we can already see, is not a big three-point team. I don't know how many shots they've had, like maybe 2 shots from the perimeter so far tonight. Most have just been down in the paint. Give him to Eric Elder in the back.
Double teamed again. Eric Elder gets the screen, drives in. Congested layup, no good.
Caleb Keown finishes it off. 13-12, still 1-point game. Not really what we were expecting so far out of the game tonight.
No. This might be part of why Hancock County doesn't score a lot. The pace is so slow. It's hard to get scoring.
And Breckinridge County, they are, as we saw from the Owensboro Catholic game, they are phenomenal when it comes to pushing hard and moving quickly, as that's how they were able to come back.
Breck County in transition is a force to be reckoned with. The half-court offense has been a challenge for Breck County earlier this season.
Yeah, but so far tonight we have not seen much push from the Tigers. They've taken it slow with the Hornets, and I feel like if they get a change of pace, and steal by Kavion Mitchell, driving in for the layup is good.
Goal by Kavion Mitchell.
Kavion puts the Tigers up 3. Kavion's first field goal of the night there. And almost comes away with the steal. Eric Elder able to hang on to it.
Mason Potts at the free throw line, past the 44, Caleb Cone, no good. Rebounded by Kavion Mitchell. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Jumper, fouled, no good on the shot though.
Kavion doing a good job of drawing fouls and getting to the free throw line tonight.
Kavion Mitchell at the line, shooting 2.
I believe this is Kavion Mitchell's 4th time tonight on the free throw line. Misses the first again.
Into the ball game for Breckinridge County, number 11, Isaac Seeger.
And Justin Shrewsbury's coming out. Great job so far from him tonight.
Isaac Seeger checks back in.
Second is good. So far, Kavion Mitchell has 6 points on the night, 4 of them being free throws.
Is he 4 for 8 free throws?
I believe so.
Blocked by Trey Irwin. Great defense there. Kason Morris dishes inside to Trey Irwin and called for the walk.
A couple turnovers so far tonight for Breckinridge County.
No, haven't got any consistent offense underway. It's been very spotty tonight. 16 points with 2 minutes 30 seconds left before halftime.
And Hancock County, definitely a very slow-paced team, as you mentioned earlier. They take their quality time passing it around, and I have noticed that there have been plenty of open shots for them to take, but I guess they don't have much confidence in their three-point ability.
They're definitely a team that likes to work the ball inside.
3 for the number 4, no good.
And on cue, they prove us wrong.
As I said, that maybe I should just keep my mouth shut about the threes. Maybe eventually it'll go in for them. Number 33 for the shot. It's good. That was Ryan Ogle.
First 3 by either side tonight. Finally goes
so.
in.
16-15 now. Justin Shrewsbury's about to come in. Casey Morris for the 3. No good. Isaac Seeger with the rebound with the finish. Great job down there for Isaac Seeger getting through the defense.
Ryan Ogle. Mid-range jumper.
No good.
No good. Rebounded by Kavion.
Now
they're
they're beginning to push. Casey Morris back to Trey Irwin for the 3. No good. Brock Lucas with the rebound out of nowhere. Still no good. Not sure has the rebound now.
Almost a great save by Casey Morris.
Great effort by Casey Morris right there. Brock Lucas came out of nowhere for the rebound. Definitely some cat-like speed from the Fighting Tiger. One minute and 18 seconds left of the first half, and pretty slow game so far tonight.
Yeah, it's been very slow paced. Brett County's on pace for about 40 points total in this game.
Number 4, no good on Cole Dixon.
Kavion fouls Colton Wethington.
And that's Kavion's second foul as Ethan Lucas is coming in, and so is Justin Shrewsbury. Haven't seen much from the junior Ethan Lucas, but he's definitely a very aggressive player.
A good defensive guard when he comes into the game. We also saw a JV game from him. And taken away from Brock Lucas. That was Evan Ferry on the steal.
No good there on Colton Withington.
Colton Wethington missed the first and gets fouled on the second. 33 seconds left in the first half. Brett County up 18-15.
Foul is on Ethan Lucas.
Hits the first free throw.
Only 33 seconds left of the first half. And he makes the second, putting the score 18-17, 1-point game.
Coming into this game, Colton Wethington was only 1 for 3 on free throws for the season.
Wow.
So
definitely a strong look there. Tigers taking it a little bit slow now. Probably trying to get this final shot off.
just run the shot clock all the way down.
You definitely want to be the team on top coming back from halftime. It always really gets you going for the second half. Back to Brock Lucas, hand to Isaac Seeger. Jumper, no good. And
Hancock County
not able to
holds.
shoot it. 18-17, rough. Tigers kind of struggling tonight from the field. And definitely going to need to improve when it comes into the second half. And before we get into our halftime show, we're going to take you to a quick word from our sponsors.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium. Here at Breck Live, we have space for a commercial. Your very own commercial. Kobe. This could have been you, but instead, it's just me, all alone. And I just want to go home.
Welcome back, everybody, as we're coming into halftime here, and 6 minutes left to go before the third quarter starts. How are you feeling? What do you think the Tigers need to improve on coming right out of the gates?
The Tigers' shooting percentage is just abysmal so far in the first half. A lot of missed field goals and a lot of sloppy play so far. A lot of turnovers. Tigers have been playing very, very well on defense. They haven't been getting all the defensive rebounds that they could, but all in all, a solid game defensively. Just need to step up the offense a bit. Free throws have been good, but may miss a few of these free throws down the road if this game continues to be as tight as it is right now.
Yeah, and quick stats for everybody. Kavion Mitchell, the player that's averaging 23 points per game, is only going 1 for 5 tonight. Brock Lucas is going 1 for 3, and Justin Shrewsbury is going 2 for 3. So he's the only person that has made 2 field goals tonight. So that is kind of wild. And Kavion Mitchell is leading the scoring, but only because he has 4 free throws. He has been to the free throw line, I believe, 4 times, and he has missed some. He hasn't done too great from the free throw tonight, and that I believe that definitely needs to improve right when we come back.
Yeah, and just a quick shout out to everyone that's commenting on YouTube, the Christopher and Dean Pollock. Now I know not a lot of people know Dean, but he's probably about the most bandwagon football fan I have ever met in my life. All of a sudden, he was a fan of Tom Brady the whole time. We know the real story.
I'd personally like to shout out Jay Horsley. I don't know if you're watching Jay right now, but I know you're a big fan of Breck Live right now, and definitely a big UK fan he is. 4 minutes to go before this third quarter starts. Only 18-17. Okay, if I'm going to say anything right now, one tip for the Tigers: you give the ball to Kavion or Brock, and you push, and you just drive right through, and that's all you need to do. And then you're going to get this momentum going up, and you're going to get enough points to where you can have some time to settle down.
We're going to put the play-through star offense on, the play-through star option. We're going to give it to Kavion a lot this quarter.
Yeah, and from our interview with Kason Morris for the Owensboro Catholic game, I was talking to him about what he'd prefer to work on, defense or offense, as he is an amazing defensive player and has been an amazing shooter for the Tigers. And he told me, he said, we got to do what we got to do, and for offense, we just got to give the ball to Cavo. And sadly, I mean, not really sadly, but that's true completely. Kavion Mitchell is such a great, well-rounded player, and offensively he can be dangerous. Tonight he's hasn't been as aggressive, not really aggressive, but he hasn't been able to get some of the shots finished, and I feel like that's definitely going to improve coming into the second half.
3 minutes to go before the start of the second half. It has been a tight rival game tonight.
It has been. But the thing is, I haven't really felt much sense of rivalry. I don't know about you, but it just hasn't. The energy in the room just is more of almost kind of just dry, you know?
It's not the same as Meade County.
No. Meade County game, I believe everybody goes wild. But then again, you have more fans from Meade County that come to show out than Hancock County is right now.
Even a non-district opponent, Owensboro Catholic, fierce rivals of Breck County.
Yeah, and there's a lot of tension between them, especially a lot of it in due part from the Fighting Tiger baseball team last season beating Owensboro Catholic Aces in the regional tournament. I
believe the only team that rivals that rivalry is Owensboro High School. The basketball championship from last year.
Yes, I'm going to tell you right now, I won't go into it too much. I had a lot of disagreements with the refs in that third region tournament game, but it's in the past now. We can't talk about it, but we move on from it. We move on from our feelings there.
It was a heartbreaker. It was a nail biter, a heartbreaker. It was everything you want in a game, just not the outcome Brett County wanted in that one.
Yeah, and it's probably selfish just because I wanted to go to Rupp Arena and watch our boys play. But
I wanted a day off school. I'm not going to lie. I wanted a day off school.
yeah, and as many of you viewers have probably noticed from the pep section, tonight is jersey night. A lot of baseball players have been wearing their jerseys. You and me are wearing jerseys tonight. And then a lot of people wearing some NBA jerseys and Fighting Tiger football jerseys too.
If anyone sees the white button-up Tiger jerseys, they're as old as we are, yet we're all wearing them. We'll probably wear them during baseball season. We all kind of like them.
Shh. No hints. No hints.
Hey, I have to be a spoiler. That's what I do.
All right. Just under a minute until we kick things right back off again. Definitely expecting the Tigers to make big improvements from last quarter.
I'm not sure that we need to hear it, but I'd be interested to hear what the halftime speech was from the coaching staff here. I bet it was pretty loud.
It might have been. You never know. Probably trying to get the team pumped back up, get more energy in them. So, you know, at halftime, get some food in you, get some caffeine. Now, probably not good for caffeine, but whatever it takes to get your energy up. 3, 2, and 1 as the Tigers are making their way back onto the court.
And looks to be the starters and Isaac Seeger out for halftime, out of halftime here. Trey Irwin, the only starter not playing at the start of halftime.
Refs looking at the pep section. I guess they were out of their cones. And this will be Hornets ball to start things off as Colton Wethington has control up top. Brock Lucas heavily guarding. And out to
Colton Wethington guarded by Kason Morris. And
almost lost it there, number 10, Eric Elder.
good move there from number 33, Ryan Ogle, and they get the offensive rebound on the play.
Ryan Ogle's really been a great player for the Hornets tonight.
Heard his name a lot so far in this game. A lot of rebounds.
And that'll be Kason Morris's first foul on the night. And Kavion Mitchell is the only player to have 2 fouls for the Tigers. Definitely don't want to get him into foul trouble. I know it's still got a little bit more, but definitely need Kavion for a late game. Mason Potts made the first free throw. And he's definitely been a great player for the Hornets tonight as he makes the second.
First lead of the night for Hancock County.
Not the first. They had one in the first quarter, but it didn't last for very long.
First possession of the game, I believe. I remember that now.
Yeah. Justin Shrewsbury with the finish. Justin now has 6 points on the night. And
10-second violation. Did not get the ball across half court. Brett County basketball.
Yeah, if you're Hancock County, you just drive right through Kavion. You just go around, find some way to get across that line. That is definitely a bad turnover for the Hornets. 2019 for the Tigers. Isaac Seeger for the 3, and it is good.
Finally a 3 for the Brett County Tigers in this game.
Definitely taking it slow again. Hard to get past the press from Breckinridge County. Definitely close to another 10-second violation. Colton Wethington hesitated on the 3 there. Probably could have pulled it off.
Hancock County does not like to take the first 3 they see. They like to move the ball around and take their time with each possession. It's a very slow pace for the Hornets. And I believe this right here is exactly why you want a shot clock in high school.
I've said it many times in these games. I'm so sad there is no shot clock. You could hold the ball forever if somebody doesn't foul you.
It's felt like forever since this possession started. And
Eric Elder for the shot. It's good. Definitely don't need to leave him open like the Tigers did right there.
Eric Elder is the third leading scorer for Hancock County with 8.3 points per game coming into tonight. Eric Elder is probably the best three-point shooter on Hancock County. He's 5 for 10 on the year.
Yeah. That foul is on Mason Potts, and Caleb Goins coming in for Mason Potts now. Caleb Goins definitely a big player for the Hornets. Haven't seen as much from him tonight as we would expect, but still a great player nonetheless. Buck Lucas for the corner three. It's good.
Tigers finally starting to heat up from the field.
Tigers have 8 points so far in the third quarter.
I believe that'll be an over-the-back call.
And it was. Fouls on Justin Shrewsbury. That'll be his second foul.
And Caleb Cowan for Hancock County, the leading scorer for them, but he's also a freshman. Interesting to see there. Don't see a lot of team leading freshmen.
Score is 26-21 with just under 5 minutes to go. Handed off to Colton Wethington as Kavion Mitchell is there. Pass back to Eric Elder. Fake.
Fake.
No good. Rebounded by Justin Shrewsbury. Brock Lucas is taking it down. Up in the tempo just a little bit here for the Tigers. Kavion Mitchell for the three while guarded. No good. Rebounded by Justin Shrewsbury. Isaac Seeger passes off to Kason Morris. Gets between his fingers, but he gets it back.
Down inside to Kason Morris. The floater in the lane is good. Timeout, Hancock County.
28-21. Tigers so far tonight, or well, in the third quarter that is, they have scored 10 points. Definitely getting them up. Definitely a big improvement from first half, I believe.
A nice little 10-4 run that the Tigers have went on right here. 2 threes made, which is big news after missing all of their three-point attempts in the first half. Nice to see the Tigers finally heating up from the field.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they missed 4 threes in the first half. Definitely not something that is hoped for from the Tigers. Definitely need to see them shooting the ball or getting these shots in, as we know that they are a great shooting team with Kavion Mitchell, Kason Morris, and Isaac Seeger. And Eamon O'Donohue is in right now.
Another good shooter, as we just mentioned.
And so is Trey Irwin, but Kavion Mitchell gets a steal and put in. And he is at the free throw line. The foul is on number 3, Trey Curry.
We were talking about three-pointers, and coming into this game, Brett County was just shooting 29.7% from the three-point line. That is not a great number, so Brett County is not the most amazing shooting team in the world, but gets the job done nonetheless. Kavion Mitchell converts the and one, puts Brett County up 10.
Brock Lucas driving down. Gets through.
Through contact.
Very aggressive referee down there.
Well, we had no trouble hearing him from up here. So that's nice.
Kason Morris inbounds it to Eamon O'Donohue. And
stripped. Eric Elder dribbling.
That was on Eamon O'Donohue.
Into the ball game for Breckinridge County, number 11, Isaac Seeger. And number 20.
Isaac Seeger's coming in for Eamon O'Donohue and Justin Shrewsbury in for Brock Lucas. Hornets just passing around now. Eric Elder for the shot. 3 is good. 31-24 now. Didn't see what they're called there.
That was kind of confusing. Not sure anyone really knows what went on there, but
Kind of a bad pass by Kavion there as he couldn't get Justin Shrewsbury open.
tried to force it in, thread the needle.
He realized his mistake, but he did strip the ball right there, but it's still Hornet ball. Yeah, and that's good by Kavion. He's acknowledging, any mistake, and that's really what you got to do. Just live off your mistakes and improve later on.
Part of the reason why he's such a popular player on Breck County. Good team leader for the Tigers.
Yeah. Eric Elder. No, number 3. No, number 4. That is Evan Ferry for the 3. Both teams definitely started to show out with their three-point shots in this third quarter. Didn't see pretty much any. I think there was 1 3 in the first half.
Yeah,
And it was for Hancock County.
When number 3, Trey Curry, got the ball, I was really expecting him to shoot it. You just expect someone with the last name Curry to just pull up any 3 they get. And Casey Morris
drains the 3. Casey Morris has 7 points now. Brock Lucas is coming in now for Trey Irwin. Starters are out with the exception of Trey Irwin as Isaac Seeger is in.
and nearly a walk there by Ryan Ogle, but no call. Didn't really have possession.
No.
Stripped by Kavion Mitchell.
And
one. Just picked his pocket there and took it all the way down for an and one. What a play.
Definitely a change in Kavion Mitchell so far, as he already has 5 points in the third quarter and he's possibly going for a 6. 36-27, Tigers on top. And that is good. 6 points now in the third quarter for Kavion Mitchell.
It's a new Kavion. He's back to 100% from the line after
we
halftime.
we definitely see him improve normally after halftime. Against LaRue County, though, he did start off very strong, but as a team overall kind of went down in the second quarter.
3 by Caleb Cowan, no good.
Brock handed out to Isaac Seeger in the corner for the 3. No good.
Great pass, and Brock skied for that rebound and didn't come up with it.
I believe he didn't try to go for it. He didn't want to draw a foul. Eric Elder driving in. Handed off to Caleb Keown. No, it is Ryan Ogle. And it is out on Hancock County.
Last touch by Ryan Ogle.
Eamon O'Donohue coming in for Casey Morris. Just under a minute now. Kavion changing the tempo down a little bit slower. And like we've said, or I've said, whenever the Tigers get pushing a lot harder, they definitely improve on their field goals.
What a finish by Kavion Mitchell. The floater in the lane through 3 people.
Yeah, he's just a spectacular player. Definitely incredible to watch him play. 39-27 now for the Tigers. The foul was on Justin Shrewsbury, I believe. That'll be his third, and Trey Irwin is coming in.
Number 20, Justin Shrewsbury, his second, team's fourth. Caleb Cowan at the line, shooting 2.
Caleb Cowan, Hancock County's leading scorer.
Misses the first free throw.
Ball game for Breckinridge County, number 4.
Trey Irwin coming in for Justin Shrewsbury. Definitely what needs to be done, as we need Justin Shrewsbury saved in case things go sideways in the fourth quarter.
Justin is Brett County's second leading scorer this year and has been very crucial to the offense, as we've seen so far.
Yeah, we've mentioned he skipped last year in playing, and this is his final year, and it's a comeback season after not playing last year, and he's done it phenomenal. I think the break really helped him improve as a player and get better. 10 seconds left of the third quarter. Kavion for the, oh no. Just missed it, just short.
And Kavion will be,
Number 33, Ryan
no,
Ogle.
Fouls on Ron Ogle.
Caleb Cowan on the line for Hancock County.
ball is going to be inbounded here by Brock Lucas. Isaac Seeger open for the three and blocked at the buzzer. Looked like he had a lot of room there, but the shot took a little bit.
39-28, Tigers up by 11 coming into the fourth quarter. So what are you expecting from the team coming into this?
I expect Brett County to finish this game off right. They started off very, very cold from the field, but they finally gotten into a good rhythm here, and looks to finish off this game. They have an 11-point differential in the score, 11-point lead, and I don't think they're gonna mix words here. I think they're gonna go all out for the win and just take this victory. What are you expecting for the end of the game, Cameron?
I do expect a win from the Tigers right now. I don't like to say that. I've mentioned that already. I don't like to say I expect a win, but I do expect. But I do. But I do. Kavion Mitchell really started improving there, and so did the entire team, as there were 3 3-point shots made and not a missed attempt from the field at all for the Tigers.
Yeah, and coming into this game, Hancock County being 1-3, you expect to win this game. Whether you say it or not, you expect to win this game coming in. I think that factored into some of the lackadaisical play at the very beginning of this game.
Brock Lucas driving in past Trey Irwin.
In the lane, the shot is good.
That's Trey's first field goal for the night and first 2 points.
That was a nice post move by Trey Irwin. Like to see that.
Definitely like to see that from our big guys out there, Justin Shrewsbury and Trey Irwin. Need to see that even more. Casey Morris gets the ball. Driving through, passed off to Isaac Seeger for the three. No good, just short.
And I think they're going to get Isaac Seeger with the foul there.
Yes, they
going
did.
For the rebound.
That is Isaac's first foul. Team's fifth now. Both teams have 5 fouls. (41-28). Definitely big improvement for the Tigers.
Inbounded here to Eric Elder. Back to Colton Wethington. Oh.
And they may have called the foul. Yes, they called the foul on Kavion Mitchell.
Looked like Colton Wethington threw an elbow there.
I believe,
yeah,
Kavion kind of was stunned right there. You don't see that a lot from Kavion. Doesn't flop at all.
He got an elbow to the neck on that play. I don't know. Not exactly sure how you call that on Kavion.
Almost out there.
Good pass inside to Mason Potts, but can't finish.
Just in and out. Kavion Mitchell driving through. He gets through somehow. Trey Irwin gets it now, and that's good.
That was great footwork by Kavion Mitchell to stop, pivot, and go through 2 defenders. I know he didn't finish, but that was great. And then Trey with the putback.
Timeout Hancock County as Mason Potts was trapped in the corner. 6 minutes, 24 seconds left, 43-28 Tigers. Now I can definitely say I am expecting a win, but you never know. Tigers could give up a insane lead over, well, not really insane, but a big lead over Hancock County.
I mean, Catholic had a 15-point lead at one time, but that was in the first, that was in like the second quarter at the very beginning. So I don't know. It'd be insane to see that sort of thing happen. They just got to take care of business here and close the game out right.
Yeah.
They can't play not to lose. They have to play to win to finish this game out. It's always a big key in any sport.
So far, Trey Irwin has been the only one scoring for the Tigers in this fourth quarter with 4 points. His first 4 points on the night. Hancock County ball. Eric Elder at the top. Ryan Ogle, oh my gosh, I almost thought he was about to pull up a deep three, but he did not.
I would have been stunned. I'm not used to them taking not wide open shots.
Ryan Ogle for the three, and it's good.
Like that one.
A couple feet back, and that's what it would have been originally. 43-31 now. Tigers up by 12. Brock Lucas hands it off to Casey Morris. Back to Trey Irwin. Justin Shrewsbury in the paint. No good, just short. Oh, Casey Morris gets it. Brock Lucas for the three. No good, but Kavion Mitchell, no shot. Oh, thought Kavion had the putback there.
He just tipped it up in the air and it went in.
The foul was on Kavion Mitchell.
I think they called the shove in the back on the offensive rebound.
I believe so. That's Kavion's fourth foul. 5 minutes left to go. Isaac Seegers coming in for Kavion.
I still can't believe what I saw. I'm pretty sure he punched it. He punched it up in the air and it went in. I don't know where you get that kind of luck, but I want it.
And here's Eric Elder at the line shooting. Misses, but rebounded and fouled is number 11, Colton Wethington. Refs definitely yelling at people to get down there. Wow. Ryan Ogle has control. Pass back to Eric Elder. Case and Morris on him strong. Eric Elder's driving through. Pass back to Mason Potts. No finish as he's coming down.
Trey Irwin. Mason Potts looks to be shaken up there.
He came down pretty hard. He's holding his ankle. That's no good.
And while we got the stoppage of play, we'll send you over to a quick word from our sponsor.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
Emptiness. That's what this is right now. And I'm not just talking about the auditorium.
And we are back. Mason Potts is moving fine. He's back on the bench. And now number 4, Evan Ferry, is going to be shooting for Mason Potts. 5 minutes left to go here. And misses the first. Tigers still up by 12 with 5 minutes left to go. Definitely a good lead for them.
And hits
makes
the second.
Up by 11. now.
One for 2 for Evan Ferry, shooting in place of Mason Potts.
Casey Morris is bringing the ball down. Pass to Isaac Seeger in the corner. Getting back to Casey Morris. Good ball movement. Brock Lucas to Justin Shrewsbury. Justin's driving in and finishes.
Good move and one for Justin Shrewsbury.
Dave Ellis on number 20, Zion Reeves, his first, team 6.
45-32. Justin makes it. Five minutes. 46-32. Tigers up by 14. Good D. Number 24 for the shot. It's good. Great shot by Devin Powers right there over Justin Shrewsbury.
Back down to an 11-point lead.
Isaac
Isaac Seeger for the answer.
No good. In and out.
Devin Powers, another 3. Deeper this time, no good.
Trey Irwin with the rebound. Lots of movement going on there. Don't know what's going to happen. No foul was called.
And fouls on Trey
They
Irwin.
gave the foul to Trey Irwin. That'll be his third.
That is his third, team's ninth.
Team's ninth foul now. And Hancock has 6 fouls. Trey Irwin is coming out. Kavion Mitchell is back in with 4 fouls. Definitely close to fouling out.
Well,
Zion Reeves at the line.
he should be fine for the rest of
Oh,
this
yeah.
game. 4 minutes
I
left.
believe the
up by
team
11.
overall should be.
Dave Ellis on number 20, Zion Reeves, his second, team 7.
It's foul on Zion Freeze, and Casey Morris is shooting.
Hancock County in the double bonus the rest of the game. And Mason Morris at the line, shooting the bonus.
Casey Morris makes the first. Great shooter he is.
Second free throw is good.
Casey Morris is 2 for 3 on the night so far. 1 3-point attempt in the first quarter, I believe.
Game is winding down. Hornets are starting to move a little bit quicker in their offense. Early on in the game, it was taking quite a long time to get any shots off.
And we'd just like to thank everybody that is watching our live stream tonight, and just keep supporting us, and just keep at it. Thank you. No good on the shot there, but number 20 will be going to the line, and that is Kavion's 5th foul. And Ethan Lucas is coming in for Kavion Mitchell. 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. Kavion Mitchell out, 48-35. How we looking?
We're going to be fine. It's not like there's any shortage of good players out on the floor right now, so.
No doubt. All the players out there are great in their own respects. Jason Morris, Brock Lucas now, actually. Got a medium tempo set. Ethan Lucas has the ball. Back to Brock Lucas. Casey Morris. Back to Ethan Lucas. And hand off to Isaac Seeger. He's guarded now.
Tigers taking their time looking for a good shot.
And out on Hancock
nearly
County.
Turned over there.
Close pass from Isaac Seeger. Justin Shrewsbury was pretty heavily guarded right there.
A few times tonight we've seen Brett County try to feed the ball to Justin Shrewsbury, but he's being heavily guarded in the post.
And this will be a full timeout for Breckinridge County with 3 minutes to go. Only up by 11, but I feel like they're definitely going to be able to make some strong pushes to keep ahead. Not the game I don't think either of us were really expecting in the end.
Yeah, there was just a lack of consistent offense all night, and it's not what we're used to seeing. I mean, even the LaRue game where Brett County got beat by a decent margin, we still scored 65 points.
Yeah.
So that was, and against Catholic we scored 73. So 48 just does not seem like the biggest number.
No, it doesn't. And due in part, I believe, to Breck's slow-paced offensive game. They haven't been very quick moving, and like they were against Owensboro Catholic, which really got them the win, I think.
And kudos to Hancock County is they've kept the pace slow. They're able to slow Brett County down, and that's what you have to do, because Brett County likes to get out in transition and run with the ball and use their speed. The guard play of Brett County has kind of been shut down a lot tonight.
Justin Shrewsbury. Now back to Ethan Lucas, back to Isaac Seeger. Casey Morris pushing in, no.
Down to Isaac Seeger.
Hand out to Brock Lucas, and he doesn't go for the shot. Taking their time again, back up top. 3 minutes.
Milking the clock here.
Finding a good time and good opportunity.
Brock Lucas, mid-range jumper, no
good. In and out. Two minutes, 30 seconds. Hornets definitely going to have to start quickening up the tempo now. Ryan Oglethorpe for the three, no good. Ethan Lucas with the rebound and out on
Ethan Lucas. A
tough scramble down there.
It was a dog pile for the ball down there.
But the outcome will be in favor of Hancock County. 48-37 still. Trey Owen is coming in for Ethan Lucas now. Two minutes, 20 seconds. Hancock County still being kind of reserved.
The three,
No
Devin
good.
Powers, no
Ryan
good.
Oglethorpe gets the finish. Passed off to Isaac Seeger. 2 minutes now. 48-39.
9-point game. Hancock County cutting the lead.
Isaac Seeger for the three. It's good.
The answer by Isaac Seeger. Good night for Isaac Seeger tonight.
He's 3 for 7 so far with two threes. And he's taking the ball up again. Hand out to Brock Lucas. And Hancock's starting to foul now.
Fouls on number 11, Colton Weddington.
That foul's on Colton Wethington.
Brock Lucas at the line.
A lot of fouls right now. Breckinridge County has 10 and Hancock County has 8.
There wasn't that many fouls in the first half, but here in the second, there have been a ton.
I believe it's, and Brock Lucas misses the free throw. But I believe it's due in part to this second half being more aggressive and more fast-tempoed, and he loses the ball coming up, but the foul was on, didn't see, 22 Brock Lucas.
Fouls on number 22, Brock Lucas. That is
Minute
his
15 left to go in this game. Breck County with the 12-point lead, and Colton Wethington at the line.
And that was Brock's first foul. Colton Wethington misses the first free throw.
into the line for Hancock County, number 3, Trey Curry.
3 players coming in for Hancock County. And he makes the second.
Number 12, Ethan Stewart.
That's a Seeger inbound to Brock Lucas.
Full court
Back to
press
Casey
now.
Morris. Hancock doesn't have the numbers. Casey Morris driving in, and it's good.
Casey Morris with the patented floater here early in the season. Can't say I've seen a ton of Casey Morris before this season, but I love the way he plays.
Definitely a lot, and made by number 20. But definitely a lot of the players are definitely shadowed over Kobe Poole, who was phenomenal for the Tigers, one of the best players in years. And he was definitely a big loss for the Tigers. But coming out, they have a really well rounded team, I guess you could say.
Yeah, Casey Morris went from not playing hardly any minutes last year to being a starter this year, and he's proving he deserves to be there.
Yeah, and if you want to check out my interview with Case, and you can check out last game against Owensboro Catholic. It's around in the pregame time, and you can check that out. See some of the stuff that he said about this upcoming season. A quick side note: don't forget to check out the Breck Live website. It's on Google Sites. Check it out. A lot of our students in broadcasting have made their own pages and articles and put a lot of hard work into it. So if you're definitely looking, have some time and looking to see some third region stats and thoughts, go check it out.
And Breck County loses the ball there.
Hard pass by Brock Lucas to Isaac Seeger as he wasn't able to get clear control of it.
10-point game, 46 seconds left.
Hancock starting to push now. Eric Elder for the three.
No
No
good.
good, just short, but Ryan Ogle with the rebound gets the finish.
And another timeout.
Timeout Hancock County. Yeah, they're definitely not backing down from this fight. They're ready to keep going and possibly get the win. I don't see it happening as they need, 8 points?
The clock's against them on this one.
Yeah, 35 seconds, 8 points. Not good for them, but never know. Breckinridge County could give up a couple turnovers, which is not what we need.
This is where playing to win comes in. Tigers are just playing keep away offense and not really trying to score, and it's It's not always a good policy.
No. I never believe in that as much. I believe unless you're up by like 50, you should definitely just be playing to be aggressive and keep going for more points. There's no trouble in getting more points. I mean,
There's no harm in it.
no. A lot of fans starting to dissipate as the win they believe is inevitable. Brock Lucas driving through these fouls. But he does get fouled in the end.
24 seconds now.
That foul was on Devin Powers.
Brock Lucas at the line to shoot 2.
19 total fouls in the second half. And Brock makes the first.
I think we know why the second half has been so slow. It's constantly, the clock's constantly getting stopped. There's been 19 fouls.
And he makes the second. He's been at the line twice tonight and has made all free throws. Hancock County driving in with 18 seconds. That's Ryan Ogle from the free throw jumper.
Hancock County fouls here again.
Justin Shrewsbury at the line. Definitely a great shooter for Tigers. Don't get to see it as much as he's normally down in the paint, but I know you've mentioned it a lot of times that he is, even though I got a little heated one game against LaRue.
It was the first game. You didn't know. It's fine. 10-point lead here for the Tigers. 14 seconds left.
And make that 11-point lead. Number 13 coming in for Hancock County. Haven't seen him tonight. And in and out.
And
Brock Lucas with a
Brock
steal.
Lucas, and will run the remainder of the clock out.
3, 2, and 1. Tigers win against district rival Hancock County. Great game for the Tigers and a great momentum pusher for coming into the next game that we'll be seeing.
Tigers now move to 4-1 on the season and have beat 2 rivals already. Whitesville Trinity's coming up, and that's going to be the Tigers' next game. Another boy-girl doubleheader, I believe.
I believe so, and that'll definitely be a big game for the Tigers. Big game for them to show out for. And for all the fans watching at home, thank you for supporting us. And we will possibly be having an interview, so stay tuned for that after we close up here.
And as for now, Noah Dow, Cameron Shaw signing off, and we will send you to a quick word from our sponsor.
'Twas the holiday season, and in your garage, a brand new John Deere. That's not a mirage. With 60 months financing at 0%, say happy holidays to money well spent. If additional offers are what you desire, visit your John Deere dealer before they expire. Now start up your engines and drive out of sight. New John Deere equipment for all, and to all a good night.
welcome back, and I'm here with senior basketball player Kavion Mitchell. Kavion, after a slow first half to start the game, how were you all able to right the ship and bring Brett County a 11-point win in this game?
Went at halftime, and coach was really disappointed in us. He fired us up a little bit, got us going. Wanted us to pick the pressure up on defense, wanted to pick them up more, speed the game up. They really slowed the game down, and that's not really our pace. We really like going fast, get up and down, score a lot of transition buckets. So in the second half, we pressed them a lot more, man-to-man, just get up in them, make them play faster.
Yeah, it was definitely a slow-paced game, and in this game, I noticed you picked up a lot of fouls and eventually fouled out. Did you let foul trouble change the way you played at all as the game progressed?
Foul trouble, it always just messes up the tempo of the game. You're not really able to really just get in your flow. It really messes you up coming on and off the bench. Not really used to that, used to just staying out there, getting in the groove of the game, and just going out there and playing.
All right, and thank you, Kavion. And that'll do it for tonight. For Breck Live,